I'd like to think I'm pretty familiar with the rules for Halloween, but what are the rules when it comes to Halloween re-releases? Here's your spooky spot on the Trick or Treat 4K original artwork Arrow store exclusive. I guess when it comes to rebuy, being joined startlingly by the Candle. Hey, Candle, how have you been? Speaking to any ghouls as of late? What? What do you mean there's one behind me? Oh, don't sneak up on me like that. I have picked up this over at Arrow Video. In fact, there was 2 poisons to pick. You could have gone the route of getting the regular Trick or Treat limited edition 4K that had unique artwork specific to this release, or you can also chosen instead to get the original artwork, which I have chosen instead. Don't worry, I will be showing you what that artwork was. It's actually one of the flip inserts on the inside. But for me, at least, I thought the artwork, to be all honest, was a little ugly. So I chose instead to get the one that looks a little bit more like the poster. As for going back to, just before I was startled here by the Candle, going back to the idea of how many times do I have to pick up a re-release of Trick or Treats? Apparently 3. Prior to getting this one here from Arrow Video, I had double dipped getting the format release of it. Actually, before that, I got myself the DVD, but for a while, though, my go-to was this bare bones release of Trick or Treat on 4K. As, of course, the poster artwork featured on the front. In the inside, actually, there was nothing in the way of an insert, just simply the only Blu-ray inside. And then on the back, for its features at the time, is how did many of the scary season traditions start? Commentary by director Michael Dougherty. Additional scenes, Trick or Treat Seasons Greetings, the animated short with optional commentary by Michael Dougherty. The school bus effects comparison, and the exclusive features via BD Live. For a while, that was really my go-to. Till eventually, though, Scream Factory released this superior collector's edition Trick or Treat, which I think if I was to compare this one and the one that we get with Arrow Video that you'll see in a second, I think, though, Scream Factory has it beat. That is amazing looking artwork. I'd love to get that, though, on a t-shirt. This did have, of course, if I open this up here, the inside did have a flippable insert case. I just haven't flipped it around because usually what I like to do is I like to have the new artwork as the slip, and then I usually like to flip it around the insert so I have sort of the original artwork on the inside. Of course, this also did only just have the Blu-ray release inside, but it did have certainly a load of extra treats to go with your trick. Tales of Folklore and Fright, including interviews with writer-director Michael Dougherty, conceptual artist Brains, and storyboard artist Simone Wilkins, and a series of other things as well. I mean, obviously, we're not going to be looking at this release. You guys, if you have already picked it up, you already know the features that go along with this. Then all of a sudden, Arrow Video dropped out of nowhere. Actually, that's not really true. They sort of had announced it well in advance that they were going to be doing a Trick or Treat deluxe format. I sort of kind of thought the same thing, I'm sure, as some of you were also thinking. Why? I mean, I already have this one. What was the need to really get this one other than just upping the resolution settings to 4K instead? Now, you could have gotten, again, like this one, or you could have gotten as well the original artwork version. Both of them would still have set you back at $35. Of course, here in Canada, it wasn't just $35. No, it wasn't. I had to, of course, the conversion, the shipping, and everything else. When it was all said and done, I probably spent about $70 for this release. It's pretty meaty, though, because not only are you getting inside the 4K release, but you're getting a whole bunch of extra goodies in there as well. Of course, showing you guys what the artwork first of all looks like. This is the original poster artwork. It's very much different, obviously, than the bare bones release that we got here on Blu-ray. Then on the back, of course, there's many features to go through. Some of the features I'll talk about, obviously, in this review of this. Some of the brand new audio commentary includes Michael Dougherty and moderated by James A. Janice and Chelsea Rebecca from Dead Meat Podcast. And they also have an interview with the actor that played Sam in the movie. Of course, I'm sure you guys will want to see what this looks like. So taking off the slip cover, I did want to show you. I've already taken the liberty, of course, of flipping this around. The Trick or Treat on the inside does have now the new artwork that Arrow would have advertised. Now, again, if you're looking at this is the one option that was available, and then there was this one. I didn't really have to spend many seconds at all to decide which one I wanted to get. I mean, while I think it's an okay artwork, it doesn't really say all that much for it. I mean, it's literally just a bordered image of Sam with like bloodied handprints all around it. I mean, it's okay, I suppose, but it certainly would not have been the better looking case cover, especially looking at it from the side spine as well. So I chose, again, this option. On the inside, of course, we got 4K Ultra HD. But all the there's actually extra bonus things that are included with this that initially I was thinking it was going to be inside the box along with the case. Turns out, though, all the extra things are all inside the case when you get the movie, which probably would add for why there's extra weight to this. We open up the case. On the one side, of course, we got ourselves the Ultra HD. So I'm never really still going to do away with the idea of having the Blu-ray release of this from Scream Factory. If I ever go to a place that doesn't have 4K, or if I go to watch this in a different room that I don't have my 4K player in, then of course I will be going to the Trick or Treat release from Scream Factory. I suppose by now I probably could easily just then retire the bare bones release of Trick or Treat because I won't be needing that anymore. But on the inside, of course, we've got ourselves the now original artwork for Sam there, and that's the 4K Ultra HD release of it. And then on the side, here's where all the bonus things come to play. You get yourself a poster, you get yourself a booklet, and you also get as well these cards. Now I'm going to pull out the cards here. We're going to look at these individually. I guess one other thing too I probably could remove because I don't really need it anymore. It's just an advertisement inside of one of the other Arrow releases. Watch Arrow, brand new exclusives and horror classics. You can get 30 free days using the code SCREAM30. You, of course, want to scan the QR code. So we got ourselves a bunch of lobby cards. That's the word I was thinking of, lobby cards. Lobby cards, we of course got ourselves the Witch. That would of course be the school bus massacre. On the one side, of course, will be the image, the still taken from the movie. Then on the other side, we have the same poster artwork that we had for the slip cover. Then, of course, we also have ourselves the werewolf. What would you say is your favorite short? I guess, would you still consider it a short? I would consider it a short, probably, from Trick or Treat. Let me know down below in the comments section. I think I still like, actually, Mr. Krieg. I think Mr. Krieg's still probably by far my favorite. I also like the Bus School Massacre. The werewolf is probably one of my least favorites, but there's, of course, Anna Paquin. And you got Trick or Treat Sam on the other side. Speaking of Mr. Krieg, that's a great. I'm glad that they wrapped the movie up with Mr. Krieg. Of course, it does tie then into, well, sort of all the shorts that came before that. Of course, an image of Sam. Speaking of Sam, there's Sam with the flaming pumpkin in the back inside Mr. Krieg's upstairs room. Speaking of the Bus School Massacre. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. And of course, we also got ourselves Michael Dougherty with Mr. Krieg himself. The lobby cards, if it wasn't for the fact that they were inside the case, I probably would just end up putting them somewhere else and forgetting all about them. Lobby cards, you know, again, it's just, I wouldn't want to have to say that I spent, say, $10 more to get the release of this movie by just the fact that the lobby cards were also included. I just think, like, lobby cards are fine and good. If you like lobby cards, I just, you know, they are what they are. So I'm just going to put them off to the side. We also got ourselves a booklet, too. Now, the booklet has, of course, the image of Sam featured on the front. Contents include the cast and crew, more than a sum of its parts, the use and subversion of horror tropes in Trick or Treat by Becky Dark. We also got Celebrating Trick or Treat Epic Journey from Cult Film to Beloved Halloween Classic by Heather Wixson, and also about the restoration. Now, the one thing I have done, though, is I've watched the movie. Oh, hello. I've now watched the movie in the 4K Ultra HD release. And I will say, like, the picture quality is notably different than the Blu-ray. Sometimes when you're looking at a 4K restoration or an Ultra HD restoration, sometimes the picture quality will look just as good as the Blu-ray, that you have to kind of look at that and think to yourself, did I really need to up the ante and pay the extra cost to get a brand new release of it? But I will say, though, the blacks look a lot darker. The picture quality looks a little sharper than the Blu-ray release. So I will say it was probably worth getting it if you want a higher resolution of the movie. Of course, there is some read-ups there as well. The principal, we all know you got to check your candy. Of course, there's the witch as well. Mr. Krieg. We're not going to spend too much time really talking about the booklet. I have kind of just skimmed through this when I initially took this out of the box. And then the last thing that's also included in this as well, which would be something, I mean, I probably will end up putting this on my wall, but I won't be putting it up with the original artwork. I think by now you probably have already ascertained that I'm not a big fan of it. But if you like the artwork, though, for the new release from Arrow Video, you get yourself a larger poster of that. I would imagine you'd be able to find a frame either from Michael's, maybe from Amazon. Pick yourself out a poster frame, or you probably just hang on the wall as is. Again, you got always check your candy. You got the many different pumpkins there as well. I was kind of looking at this too, and the pumpkins seem to be all based on the character shorts. At least I'm thinking. There's Mr. Krieg, right? Mr. Krieg is the pumpkin. There's the kids from the Bus School Massacre. I guess maybe not all taken from the individual shorts, but it's kind of neat. A little Easter egg there that we got a Mr. Krieg pumpkin. And of course, there's Sam. But if you don't like this poster, I'm not a big fan of it. You can also flip this around and just have the regular poster artwork that's again taken from the case itself. Until I find a place, until I find a suitable frame to fit that. One good thing at least is that you can store it all back into the case. So again, we got ourselves the poster. We've got ourselves as well the booklet, and let's put then the lobby cards. Get those all sorted back in and put them back in place. So even though really I wanted to wait till Halloween to watch this Halloween night just after giving out the candy to trick-or-treaters, I have actually watched this a little bit sooner just because I wanted to check the picture quality. As for, though, the features here, we got the brand new 4K restoration from Arrow Films, approved by writer-director Michael Dougherty. 4K 2160p, Ultra HD Blu-ray presentation in Dolby Vision, HR10 compatible. Of course, we got ourselves as well original DTS HD MA 5.1 surround and 2.0 stereo audio. Optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. Brand new audio commentary by Michael Dougherty, moderated by James A. Janice and Chelsea Rebecca of The Dead Meat, which I haven't actually watched yet. I'm looking forward to giving that a go. We also have archival audio commentary by Michael Dougherty, conceptual artist Breen Burns, storyboard artist Simone Wilkins, and composer Douglas Pipes. Becoming Sam, which again, I've only watched this one as I really have all the features. The one I was kind of the most interested was, again, James A. Janice's podcast. And of course, Becoming Sam, which I have already watched that. That's a good little interview. A brand new interview with the actor Quinn Lord, who of course was the one that played underneath the mask. The Devil's in the Details. We got a brand new interview with producer-designer Mark Freeburn. If Looks Could Kill, a brand new interview with director of photography Glenn McPherson, Designs to Die For. A brand new interview with costume designer Trish Keating. Bark at the Moon, a brand new, you probably hear I'm saying brand new a lot, a brand new interview with creature designer Patrick, I think it's Topolis. Mark Freeburn remembers Bill Tazikius, a brand new tribute to the late makeup effects designer. Tales of Folklore and Frights, an archival feature with Michael Dougherty, Breen Burns, and Simone Wilkins. Tales of Mischief and Mayhem, filming Trick or Treat, an archival interview with Michael Dougherty on the making of the film. Sounds of Shock and Superstition, scoring Trick or Treat, an archival featurette with Michael Dougherty and Douglas Pipes. Tales of Dead and Despair, releasing Trick or Treat, an archival feature of Michael Dougherty and Rob Galuzzo of the Shockwaves podcast, exploring the film's release, fandom, and also Season's Greetings, the short film. So if you were one that wanted to still watch the Season's Greetings animated short, which is, again, the precursor to what we got with the Trick or Treat full feature film, that's still also on there as well. The good thing also about this, too, is that if you already have, say, the Scream Factory, a lot of times you'll be kind of matching the featurette to featurette to kind of see what is really exclusive to a 4K. There's nothing really worse than when you're getting an up-resolved film in a better clarity, but then, like, the features are pretty much the same as the Blu-ray release. You'll be happy to know as well that you're getting at least 4 or 5 brand new features that weren't on the original Scream Factory release. So it's still worth the investment other than just getting a film now presented in 4K. All in all, though, while I'm a little disappointed, though, with this artwork, you had the choice, honestly, that you could have got the slip covers in either format. The price wouldn't have changed one or the other, even though this one really is the Arrow Store site exclusive. It was the exact same price as if you got the slip cover looking like this. Let me know down below in the comments section if you've had the chance to pick this one up for yourself, and if you did, which cover did you end up going with? The brand new artwork featured by Arrow Video, or instead you wanted to go with the original artwork. I think the original artwork is still always classic. If you guys did certainly enjoy this video, let me know down below in the comments section by hitting it with a like. Let's get the slip cover back on here. And let me know if you've already had the chance to watch yourself Trick or Treat, whether it be the 4K now release in Arrow Video, the previous Deluxe Collector's Edition, courtesy of the folks over at Scream Factory, whether it be the original bare bones Trick or Treat, or even predating that. Maybe even still watch your Trick or Treat on DVD. But either way, let me know down below in the comments section what your favorite short is also from Trick or Treat. And also, if you guys want to stick around for remaining reviews, all coming to you during this spooky season. We still have a few days left to go. Make sure, of course, you're keeping your ghoulish peepers peeled to this channel. As always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.